Hi Taurus, welcome to your mid-month reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of December, as usual, I have two special sales offer available, and one is a yearly reading. It's a 2020 sneak peek guidance. It's a reading that looks upon what kind of major themes might be a part of next year's cycle for you, and so what kind of opportunities and challenges as well might tag along with that. And the other one is called The Gift from the Universe, and it's a specific themed reading that was created considering Christmas season and Sagittarius season, which is all about good news, luck, and positivity. So it's a reading that focuses solely on bringing good, positive information to the front. What kind of good things you can be expecting that will be coming in and manifesting to you. So if you would like to know more details about those special offers or any other of my services, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below, such as my Facebook and Instagram page. So, Taurus, some of you are in a state of denial or refusal about something. It's like, I feel like some of you Taurus, you're being asked to let something go that you refuse to, but at the same time it's so heavy on you. It's so heavy on you to have to um, withstand that, to take that, to even correlate or relate with that energy. Um, it's severely doing you wrong. Okay, Taurus, energetically speaking, could even be affecting your health. There's a feeling here of you're not doing well, but you must or might need to really make an honest review about why that is or why that might be when it comes to the role you're playing in it by sustaining energy that should be released, and so causing you harm, causing you anxiety, causing you problems, causing you tiredness, causing you a lot of, I keep getting like a lot of a built up, okay, of energy that has not been released, and so it starts to attack your body or starts to attack, you know, what it can, like a shake up, a wake up call to please free me, please release me. So if some of you Taurus find yourselves to feel under the weather, Nine of Wands is here, such as the Hermit. If some of you find yourselves to feel either emotionally sick, mentally sick, or physically sick, whichever in whichever of these categories you fall into, there might be something in that sickness that are that is a root of your own. It's a feeling like it's a root of something in your healing path that you're not allowing to heal. I pick that some of you are afraid to heal a wound because you've come to grow familiar with it, right? It's a weird energy of like when we harbor, a feeling for so long, and the Nine of Wands and the Ten of Wands and the Hermit really indicate that this could be something you have been dealing with for some time. When we again harbor an energy for so long, even if it causes grief, makes us feel disconnected, lonely, sad, broken, damaged, unavailable, whatever it is, we can grow an attachment to that pain, to that feeling, And when the time comes to let that go, because the healing energy wants to come in and do its magic and do its work and do its own wonder, so you can be free from it and cry a little bit less and smile a little bit more, we panic, we shut down, and we think it's like a feeling like we think that we can have it all and manage everything. Like there's a feeling of Taurus believing that you're like able to achieve the impossibles when you're not. And when I say you're not, is you're not able to achieve a state of being where the sickness in you and the liveliness in you want to peacefully coexist. What I want to say about that is that when you put those two energies in the same room, they will go on attacking each other because they see each other as being threats, which they are to each other's survival. So there's an interesting process happening for some of you Taurus, dealing with the virus and antivirus kind of vibe here, which again could be literal if some of you are feeling like sick, or it could be obviously a metaphor to something in your life that feels very deep and personal, something that I'm feeling some of you haven't shared or don't share with a lot of people. But the moment has come to free you from what causes you a lot of difficulty in finding better conditions in your life where you don't feel as lonely, or where you don't feel so much the absence of something. And I feel like it's something like special, beautiful, warm. There has been an absence of passion here, perhaps in the last weeks or months. You have felt the severe either depression or just feeling like you can't feel, right, that warmth. You can't feel that inspiration, that passion that fuels us to achieve great things and to motivate, to wake up motivated, to wake up every day motivated because we're alive and we have so many things to do. And there's a feeling of the blues, right? And at the same time, a little bit of a depressive tone to your reading. I really feel like some of you, this is about saying goodbye to your sadness. When I say saying goodbye to your sadness, is you're coming to realize, or you will be, if eventually you understand that if you want a better change here, if you want to feel better, you will have to say goodbye to a sad situation, memory, trauma, moment, period, phase. You will have to say goodbye to it. And this goodbye, this coming to terms with needing to, it's almost like some of you, perhaps you don't see the possibility of a life where you would be lighter, where you would be less heavily attached to things that occurred long time ago. Or you don't see a life where you could just be free and happy and warm you don't see yourself, or you don't believe that there's a possibility that you could find in life as your mind space is right now. You don't see how you could achieve. It's almost like Taurus, there's an association on some of you. Life equals burdens, losses, problems, work, 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 heaviness, complexity, which is true, is a part of life, but it's not all of it. Some of you are not balancing the positives with the negatives, okay? The good and the bad, the light and the shadow, and that's also what you're called to be better at managing. Like a feeling of some of you just try to make a wish, do something with more emotional and creative disposition. Start small. If you can't do anything that you feel like it's significant, it is going to be significant to you and how it makes you feel when you participate in the positives, in things that make you smile, in things that make you feel good, aside of everything else. Mid-December wants you to overcome something that you have not yet overcome because you don't let yourself do it. There's processes that you have to already achieve the full. It's like this process of yours of healing or mourning something it reached full, like the full circle. Now it's up really to you, because what I'm going to say is that when we have the death energy and we're going to the depths and we need to transform and shed skin and let go of a lot of things so we can be revived and have an energy to new beginnings, there's a phase to it that feels very out of our control, and that it's meant for us to be in the dark. It's a phase where we're meant to be there. But you seem to be more comfortable in the cave, this hermit energy. You have grown to be comfortable in the underworld. Even if unconsciously there's a feeling like mid-December puts that, finger in a sore spot of sorts that you didn't want to see. Your bruises, emotional bruises, are in focus. Not to harm you. It's actually to stop the harm. So you might need to get that painful feeling once more, so that you come back to a surface, or to the surface of an energy where you have been digging, too much, too long. It's like mid-December wants some of you Taurus to take a breather, because you're very tense. 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands, you're definitely in tension mode, and you are in stubborn mode, and you have a lot at hands. You have tons of things actually at hands, responsibilities. I feel like I don't have time to focus on me. I don't have time to heal. I don't have time to look at my wounds. I don't have time to cry. I don't have time to think anything else beyond my day-to-day tasks. And the question is, how long have you been saying that? If you can be honest, how long have you been saying that? One thing one thing leads to the other. So if you don't make an analysis right now where you put the guard a little bit down and you allow yourself to be actually vulnerable to yourself, it's like you feel like you don't want to be vulnerable, not even to you. But if you're honest with yourself, this mid December is a huge compliment, like a feeling of a huge compliment, a huge recognition, a huge pledge of honor, like a commitment to your well being and to your um, future that is going to be very well received and make your work load less burdensome, more fun. Some of you don't feel like you're having fun in your work, in your with your friends, with your lover. There's an absence of joy that must be addressed because I keep getting like the sickness feeling when we don't have joy in our lives, when we don't have spark and warmth. Um, we again when we have so much for so much time held in is toxic, is poisonous. Some of you, I feel like you don't get why you have to go through all of this. Like, why aren't things easier, right, to deal with, to be done with? You don't understand your own nature in a way. Because Taurus, you have the unconscious of a Scorpio. So, yes, you're deep. You're very deep. You go very, very deep into matters. And the difference with Scorpio is that they go consciously. You find yourself there. And it's like, whoa, how did I end up being here? And on the contrary of Scorpio energy, which is a conscious understanding of the death and rebirth processes, for you it's much more difficult to access that understanding and that guidance through the complicated process. So you could get stuck in the morning much longer than the energy that represents death itself, which comes with the Scorpio archetype. You have a very deep, interesting reading. I wish to keep like speaking and speaking about it, but it's 17 minutes into this video, and usually my month readings are shorter than the monthly ones. So I hope you have a great mid-month. I want to thank all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel, not only this month, but throughout all the year. I want to wish you happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Hopefully, we'll see each other soon.